Hello again, this is SgtBoblo, back with Pillars of Eternity. So I just found out that I am a watcher, and for those of you who don't understand, I keep calling myself Uatu, because that is the name of the watcher that deals mostly in human affairs in the Marvel series. They are all powerful, super amazing beings, kind of like the Guardians of Oa in the Green Lantern series, except the Watchers are supposedly far more powerful, and they do not, or they're not supposed to meddle in human affairs. So even though they are super all-powerful, they supposedly can't do anything, so we don't really know for sure how powerful that makes them. One interesting thing is that Red Hulk punched Uatu one time, or one of the Watchers. I think it was Uatu anyway. And so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, so here we are, and I'm going to continue. Okay, I just checked out the tree. I'm going to go finish up some minor quests in here. Black Meadow and Slew's Compass. Okay. Resolve the feud, but where are they? Are they just standing around?
Sure.
Chamberlain, okay. Nope. I'm gonna guess that they're probably drinking. So I'll check the bar. Or inn, rather. Yeah, there they are. I'll quick save just to be safe.
Well met, friend.
I don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. He narrows his eyes. Careful. Looks like they're cut from the same cloth as the rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it too. Saw you outside the mill. What was that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. Oh. The dwarf's jowls quiver with rage. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich off their crops. That's what it's effing about. Now shove off. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? He considers it briefly. He looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, I'll feel up to trading words. Alright, sure. I do have some ale in my... Yeah. There.
Hail, traveler.
I've brought drinks. I've lost an item. 3 beers. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of Black Hound's shit beer. Lovely. Gods, that's good. Alright then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? There's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Maybe you could tell me more about what's going on. I don't have much resolve. You drunken menace, I'm putting you down. Oh. It's like I said, the miller's in charge of grain prices. He says that's fair, but I know for a fact that folks like Alfra pay half what we do, the dwarf size. And maybe we've been a bit rough with him, but what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're going to starve, and do you think Trumble's gonna be sorry about it when we do? Maybe I could talk to him for you. Ha, you think you'll get through to him when we haven't? The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear he got his soul read, found his king, used to grow sonnereeds trees for their Adrian lords up until they figured out their side was losing. Explain why his knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crossed the road. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, the coward. The dwarf eyes you considerably, but here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it. I don't know. Seems like basic economics to me.
Gods keep you.
Talk some sense. He eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighs. You're right. Things go on like they are. We're just going to end up hanging from the tree out there. He looks to his comrades. Tell Thrumble we'll leave him be. Okay, cool. Don't know what we'll do now. With the crops failing, haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pasca needs a hand around the inn? I mean, yeah, definitely. Report to Trumbull. You made your point. Leave us alone, will you? Sure. Gladly.
Greetings.
Okay.
Eh?
Ah, yes, Todd. Then after I do this, I just gotta go talk to that guy that's over by the tree. Come on, mouse. There. Let's go fast. Faster, Spanky, faster. Whoa, that is fast.
Gods keep you.
You're back. Have you had any luck? I spoke to Sinha. He takes a deep breath. And what did he say? I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why, really? That's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time. Okay. I owe you a great debt. Here, he pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings, to show your appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. I'll choose not to go after more money this time. Now we stand a chance of getting through the year. All thanks to you. Safe travels, friend. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Yeah?
Cool. So, now I'm gonna talk to the asshole that's over by the tree.
I have received confirmation that Lord Radric's heir was not born well. My lord has issued an injunction on all new homesteads until he can be assured that the village has been cleansed of all Eothasians and whatever other undesirables that have brought this curse upon his lands.
That seems racist.
It would be best if you left town as soon as possible. I would suggest returning to your old home. There will be no place for you here. You may stay at the inn until you can make the necessary arrangements, but I would not advise remaining long. I expect Lord Radric will be most thorough in his efforts to purify this place.
That's outrageous. I came a long way. Then you should have no problem continuing on. Trust me when I say it would be for the best if you were not here when Lord Redric's men are dispatched from his hold. They will be looking for anyone who must have brought the legacy upon us, whose very presence might have polluted his wife's womb. They will extinguish all possibilities. Makes it sound like she's a whore. He comes from a fine line of nobles who have defended these lands since ancient times. Redric II was an early supporter of Deerwooden independence during the Revolution, and the current Lord's father perished in the Saints' War. Hollowborn began appearing in Deerwood shortly after the war's end. Lord Redric has taken it upon himself to purge the curse from the Gilded Vale. His measures have been severe but necessary. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to have been enough to protect his heir. Saints' War? Our age's most egregious examples of men's madness. 15 years ago, the people of Red Saras decided that Waidwen, their living saint, was the literal incarnation of the god Eothas. This supposed saint took it upon himself to liberate the Deerwood, supposedly from allegiances to less worthy gods. But I've never known an army to conquer a land for its people's own good. The war lasted about a year, but you can guess what the year did to the worship of Eothas in the Deerwood. Lord Redric's forebears had all been Eothasians, but after his father fell defending us from those fanatics, he personally saw the temple of Eothas here in town was shut down. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. Yep. Would like to know more about the Gilded Vale? We're a frontier village, as are most settlements in Deerwood. Gilded Vale hasn't grown much since its establishment in the colonial days, and the last 15 years have seen our population shrink further. Hence our recruitment of fresh settlers. Indeed. Enough about Gilded Vale. Okay. Well, I've been to all of the insides, except for... Excuse you, cat. Except for the temple. I'll do that. Slow mode can be used to direct characters in combat without pausing. Fast mode can be used for traveling throughout areas. Okay. Got it. Wharton? Okay. The rising sun and the three dawn stars, a symbol of Eothas. Please, help me here. Okay. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
Well met, friend.
Ha, I thought you were some. Huh, never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithless either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothas, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over Deerwood, from Red Saris even, until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones who couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Lord Rhetoric allowed them to worship? He would clear out the place from time to time, make arrests. It wasn't until the legacy that he started losing patience. He sent his guards to put the priests to the sword, bring this place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. He looks away. Well, what's this legacy? The curse of the corpses in that tree, for starters. That's putting it mildly. Might simply, but yes, indirectly. Saint Waidwin's legacy, the man that housed the scattered god a time. Lord Rhetoric fought in that one. Then when they brought the god down, we had us a celebration here in town. We thought things would never be better. Started sometime after the disease, or whatever it is. Children being born without stuff that makes them truly alive. Just empty shells and their mothers screaming and crying. He lets out a long breath. It's destroyed us. The Gilded Veil, I mean. And the thinking is it's Waidwin having a last laugh. Strikes me as a little petty even for a dead god. He smiles thinly. But Lord Rhetoric believes it, and that's all that matters. Get to the point. As you like. Once the legacy started, Lord Rhetoric decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them all to the sword, and left them down here buried under a heap of rock. Heretics or not, their deaths didn't stop the legacy, didn't do much of anything at all. They didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in their gods' houses. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them proper burial. He breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you, if you need motivating. Aleth's cautious expression softens. Pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I'll find them. Then, by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. What if you get past them? The priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out, and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send somebody else after your remains. He looks up at the stairs. You might talk to that Ader fellow. If Frederick hasn't hanged him yet, word is he's a follower of the dead god. Maybe he'll know something more about this place. He's usually out by the smithy. I'll wait here by the stairs to keep lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Okay.
Howdy do.
No sign of anything yet. Sure, I'll go talk to a guy. think I know just who he's talking about. Smithy. No. Villager. Why is my mouse being less than intelligent? Hugo Weaving. No, I mean, it says he's by the smithy, but I swear it's this guy. Yeah, Ader. The smell of smoke, of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with a straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips. With one meaty hand, he looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half.
17 and a half.
Could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Impossible. I don't drill half as much. Ha, so you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, don't blame me. I don't have a say. You can just take my word for that.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fella who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Why was your headman hanged? Got involved. Radric sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Kolsk, plotting Radric's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my head man, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Redrick, then for protecting me. Who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hanging. He's on the run now. Probably will be until they catch him. The war? Saints War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Eothas. Overthrows Red Saris. Marches on Deerwood. So we gave him a Deerwood hello. What's the Deerwoodian hello?
We blew him up.
He smiles at this, but it is the smile of one recounting a joke for effect rather than enjoyment. Who is Eothas? God of rebirth and redemption, formerly anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. I got time. What does the town have against
Picked
you?
the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
He glanced at you and lowers his voice so you can see why I was eager to leave. But if you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? Drinking, mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going. Hey! Yeah! Okay, not a whole lot of places out there that I don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Someplace called Caed Noir. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
I seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
Ain't that the truth? That's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Let's get going. Cool. I have a new friend. Everything looks good. Sweet. You got anything to say?
Hey.
No?
Huh?
Fragments of a scattered fate. Against the grain. No, those are done. Smith shipment. Buried secrets. Search the temple. Fragments of scattered faith. Bring him to speak with Marwell. Oh, yeah, the place I'm already going. Visions and whispers. Okay.
Hail and well met.
You've returned. Found anything? Not yet. Cool. I have a doge. Oh, wait. I gotta... Wait, can I talk to you? Oh, I can talk to them too? That's cool. Right? Cool.
Hey.
You. I'm gonna... Class behavior... Yeah, aggressive, harassed, and defensive. Perfect. I don't see how I can go wrong.
Quickly and quietly.
Oh. I guess we're fighting.
Lava will be on seek.
Oh, darn. That's cool. What's that? This parchment is worn and tattered, and the ink upon it faded. In this time of hardship, must have just as much faith in ourselves.
Yeah?
Keeping an eye out.
Let's go over here. Kill it.
Lava will be on seek.
Easy.
Lava will be on seek.
Dead. The red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your boot. The nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbols appear beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seems to pull together until a thin, glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Strike at the form. Nah. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you All through these dark times, you feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit itself tears from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. How come you found that?
You might find this interesting.
Okay. The face of this statue has had most of its features struck off, along with portions of its hands.
I'll see what I can find.
I mean, I might as well go through scouting. If it means I can find, things.
Lava will be on seek.
Ooh, a fine sword. Cool. Kill it.
Lava will be on seek.
Alright, easy enough. Ooh, kill it. Okay. Vermin have scoured these plates through, though mold still grows in green black clumps across the table. Let's go over here. Kill it. Kill it dead. Cool. Initiate's note. It's relatively intact, but the ink upon it has faded. You can make out a few patches of carefully tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectress Abraca says, Demption for even these. Orgot and struck the largest bell first, rather than the second. The rest is illegible. Okay, so sounds like I need to not strike the first bell first. Whatever that means. Let's go over here. Wait, I should be
Keep an eye
scouting.
out.
I'll scout over here. Hidden object found. I've discovered something. Oh, it's a trap.
Would you look at this?
Amulet of health. Cool. Scroll of minor missile, garnet, jasper. Cool. Oh. Addendum added buried secrets. One large bell is center flanked by two smaller ones. Examine them. Appear to be fully intact. They're made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Alright.
Why not?
Oh, darn.
This won't stop me for long.
Kill it. Kill it faster.
Let's go!
Oh, that's a thing. Amethyst, golden something. The haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you're elsewhere. Before you is a briefly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running. Your footsteps echo off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late, again. The rite's going to begin without you. You hear the toll of a bell in your heart, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and the last to fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes, not the last. Okay. Right. The light fades as does the memory. When your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. Okay.
Time to see and not be seen.
Right. Left. Middle. Right. A strange hush falls upon the ground, muting the sound of the bells and the eternal drip of damp stone alike. And then a sudden dissonant toll arose from the bells, so loud and piercing that York. Then at last silence once more. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a quiet melodic chime from all three bells before the discordant voices meet in one powerful, rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole temple with a divine, driving flood of song that drowns all the others' thought. As the tolling fades, you hear a crack from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lowered level swings open. Cool. I am smart.
I'll see what I can find.
By that I mean I am good at guessing. Let's go this way. Major customs and some money.
This won't stop me for long. There, done.
Got it. Warhammer. But there are not 40,000 of them. Great Western Stag. Book of Verses. Sure. Alright, this is pretty easy so far. I have a pupper. I have two pupper. Druids have a wide variety of area effect offensive spells. They also have the ability to transform into animalistic spirit shift forms, giving what blah 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 blah. Cool. I will quick save this.
You know, it's strange looking back. All the time I spent here growing up. Never seeing what was coming.
Are you Yamato? I think so. Oh. There's a shadow. I will kill it. Kill it faster. Yeah.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, let's go through here first. This way. Oh, never mind. Kill the shadow first.
Let's go!
Okay. Easy enough.
I shall be discreet.
Betrayed. It's a phantom. Okay. I'll kill it. It hits hard.
Useless.
Is that it? Cool. What's this? Ooh, spirit residue.
I shall be discreet.
Ooh, hidden thing.
Would you look at this?
It's not within our natures to forgive. Those who seek redemption seek a long and winding path, a road which takes us down into the very hollows of our soul and asks us to reflect upon the fractured aspects of ourselves. Cool, I guess. Valuable
Indeed.
things.
Yeah?
I'll go this way. I'll also quick save it, just in case. I'll go here. What? Difficulty 5, mechanics 4, lockpick 3. Oop! I'll see if I can't level up lockpicking quick. Oh. That was a waste. We like to move. So that a friendo can get in too. Crumpled note. This letter is fairly intact, but the parchment itself has been crumbled. Yes, dear. I know that the temple baths boast great healing properties, and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that if you are to indulge in for the greater part of the day, give over your key to the sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we have been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Rectix Obrica is often too far below to hear our knocking. Okay. Ethosian prayer. Lockpicks. Okay. That's interesting. Oh yeah, that one was locked. Scouting.
Nice and quiet.
Anything. Oh, there are shadows. So a shadow in the night. There are lots of shadows.
Let's go!
There. Now help me kill this one. Easy enough.
I shall be discreet.
You hear a grinding sound beneath you and the rush of water. Cool. Well, I got rid of the water, and also, I recognize this music as dungeoneering music from Skyrim. It probably came from Oblivion first, which means Obsidian used it. Probably. Hey, ooh, a sarcophagus. Shadow. Let's go over here. And stop scouting.
Let's go!
Let's kill it. Cool.
I shall be discreet.
Ooh, trap.
Would you look at this?
Trap disarmed. Level 1 difficulty. Leather armor. Trap detected. Level 4 disarmed. Ooh. Ooh. +9 will. What have I got? Fortitude, reflex, will. Ooh, that's already really good. I'll give you the will. I'll give you the freezing, since you'll be up front most of the time. down in your in your quick items. Not sure if you can use them from there, but we're gonna find out. Plus 15 max endurance. Heck yeah. Actually, I'll give it to you. Oh. I see. $13 and $19. 15 to 22. Ooh. But it's fine. Yeah. Oh, but this yeah. And this has more accuracy. Heck yeah. Alright. Easy enough. Oh, Phantom. Kill it. Ow.
Got it.
Got it.
Nice and quiet.
Anything secret? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to open this door. Trap detected.
Would you look at this?
A ring of minor protect. Ooh. But like, what does the other one do again? Plus 5 deflection. I don't usually need deflection, so I'll give it to him. He'll be up at the front lines most of the time. Well, he has a shield. I'll give it to Alice. Okay. Alright.
Why not? Why not? There, done.
Easy. Oh. If I get somebody with a two-handed specialty, I'll definitely have to use it with them. Map. That's where I came down. Lesser Black Ooze, easy enough.
Got him!
Turquoise. Hey, what's that? A robe with a key. Okay, cool.
Laying low.
Can I get in here? If it has magical healing properties, I would love to get in there. Shadow. Kill it. Kill it faster. Wait, what did I do? Activates mark prey. Oh, cool, yeah. Okay.
Time to see and not be seen.
Everything is going well so far. I'll quick save and make sure that it stays that way.
That's not very helpful.
Ow. You got hit hard. You should go over it. Oh.
Let's go!
What does it mean to be maimed? They'll immediately drop. Depending on the difficulty setting, you will either be maimed or killed. Severe combat penalties and will die if they take additional damage. Killed characters are just dead. And in Pillar of Eternity, there's no coming back. Oh, permadeath.
Yes?
You know why, I'm thinking you should probably... Nope, not endurance. Endurance. Oh. Well, Wait, No, I just messed that up. Okay. Well, alright. Sure, whatever.
Hi?
You should stay back.
Huh?
Laying low.
What's up here? I do have camping supplies that I can use if need be.
Keeping an eye out.
Ooh, the Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil of Resolve and Perception. What is my perception anyway? 14. 16. 10. Okay. I'll give it to you. That way you can perceive more. You look just janky now. That's what I asked for. $17 to $24, $33. Yeah. I'll keep it with you for now. No, I want to keep going here. Because I still gotta finish the objective the guy gave me. There's a screeching metal and snapping noise as you pull the lever. Okay.
Remind me never to help kill my god again.
Okay.
This won't stop me for long. There, done.
Gon's Share. A unique flail. Convert graze to hit, fine, and draining. Ooh, that's a good one. There's a pry bar. Secret.
Would you look at this?
Potion of Spirit Shield. Okay. What do we got? The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways into a new life. You are now racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike follow your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm, steady you. A fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shadow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards a narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveal a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity as you think Wertrin has joined you here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, then looks past at someone else. I'll come back once they're gone, he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. Just keep quiet. We can't take any chances. Inside the vault, gold relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which of your brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body might provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right a familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like the fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leaches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your emotions. I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion that's receding, but the soul lingers still. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. I'll gather the remains. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all.
My eyes are peeled.
There are faint scratches upon the brickwork by the door hinges. Some of the gold leaf on these relics is chipped away to reveal the wood beneath. There are tooth marks upon one of the bowls. Oh, damn. That's just messed up. Let's go up. Where am I? As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with a grinding rasp of stone.
My eyes are peeled.
Cool. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap above the altar lined with broken glass where a mirror may once have set into the wall.
Candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
What's all that for?
They got this whole rite for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then you come out into this room and they uncover your eyes again, and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
His eyes linger on the candles, and it seems for a moment to be a younger man.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
Snuff a candle. You reach out to pinch one of the burning wicks. Smoke rises in a thin trail from the candle. Nothing else appears to happen. They made him strong enough to survive time, but not thoughtlessness, looks like.
Nice and quiet.
It was nice to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
Okay. Kill it. kill that too. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dripped across the scroll, obscuring its contents. Letter home. Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Homar come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming, for I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Retrix or Oberco will not approve, but the letter trails off here.
Laying low.
The pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks.
Would you look at this?
You have a lot to answer to, sir.
Hail and well met.
Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arm's hurting a little less. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. Yes, hello, Cat. Oh, you'll have to separate them out yourself. It's a bit of a mess. Color drains from his face. He takes the bundle from you with trembling hands. You found them then. He stares down at the bones. Found more than bones. Something valuable, you mean? You can keep whatever you found. I don't want any of it. Nobody's down below since Redrick's people have no interest in Ethosian gods, is my point. They won't miss whatever you take. Meow. What? Why are you looking up at the ceiling? There's nothing up there. Anyway. You're very nervous for an honest man. Something weighing on your conscience, maybe? He opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How could you betray them? They trusted you. He makes a strange, wounded noise. Betrayed. I was never one of them. Mad followers of the Shattered God. If I could have chased them all out of town. If I... You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day. Every single day. I went to that temple and warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire, and Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off, like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me, coming in to try to help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. You worked for Raedric. He gives a bleak laugh. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I held a blade. He hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was their own damn stupidity that kept them here. I couldn't understand. Every warning I gave, they ignored. The Retrix, she said they'd be reborn anyhow, so it didn't matter. He grimaces. So she got what she wanted. Her martyrdom. Redrick ordered us to round them up, lock them in the cells. I convinced them to hide, at least. They have that vault full of old relics, gold and such. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd be something to sell for passage out of Deerwood, back to Adra. But when I told the men that the priests had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed. I couldn't get in again. He shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do but tell someone, get the town together, organize a rescue. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. They were some of the last decent folk left in this hole. Now all we got left is people like you. That doesn't sound like a very passionate thing to say. I'll choose it, though. I told you the way of it, he said, his voice rough. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now. Make a decision. It's not too late to make amends. I like that idea. Would you stop climbing on my computer, cat? Ow! I don't know what I chose. Oh, that's what I chose. I'm gonna go back. My cat decided to climb on me, and I misclicked. Okay, what am I doing?
Got it.
Oh, yeah, I'm back here.
The candles are still burning. Redemption. They take you to that. The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead guy. They made him.
These are
Kill
good.
it.
Huh? Let's go!
Alright.
You might find this interesting.
Oh,
Hail, traveler.
I'll do that. Um, it's not too late to make amends. We'll try that. He lets out a breath he was holding. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? Bear their bones. Try to lead a better life than you have so far. He looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them rest. Try and do right by them somehow. Thank you for what you've done. Give me a second chance. I'll put it to good use. Cool. Did I get any money for that? It doesn't look like it. A child. I haven't seen any children yet. This is going to be Barrett's house now? Okay.
Huh?
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the inn quick.
Welcome.
Give me a room. Common room. Yeah.
Got it.
Do you have any hirelings? Level 2, level 1. Nope. Nothing of note. Wait, what levels are we? Oh, 30. Level 2. Alright. I might just take a
Well
level
met,
2.
friend.
No. I'm gonna quick save.
Greetings.
And then take him and see. And then if it's not worth it. Oh. I make the person. Well, now I have 4 people.
Huh?
I think we're doing pretty darn good. Nah, I gotta work on formation though. Oh. Um. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Alright. I think that'll about do it for me for now. Well, that's a lot of stuff. The only things I have left to do are outside of the Gilded Veil. So, I will be continuing on very soon, and I hope that this formation and team member loadout will be the best that it can be. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Toodles.